It's finally time to add the wallpaper. I am so excited for this part. I decided to teach myself how to wallpaper and not get someone in to do it. The wallpaper that I'm using in the big bedroom is this gorgeous 1970s Laura Ashley wallpaper. The main advice that I got from you guys is that you should not wallpaper on your own. So my lovely dad came to help out. He even found some of his old decorating books that had how to wallpaper in them, which were actually surprisingly useful. Because this wallpaper is old, it's not like the peel and stick or paste the wall types. We had to put the paste on and let it soak up into the paper for 10 to 15 minutes for every strip that we did, which definitely slowed the process down, but it's amazing how quickly 10 minutes goes when you try and find little jobs to do in 10 minutes. To trim the paper, I used a mixture of some very sharp scissors and a Stanley knife, and I kept chopping the blade off the Stanley knife every now and then. And I also used my pattern master as a guide for where I was cutting across. The pattern matching was a little tricky to start with, but once I got my eye in on the print, I could see where it was, and then it was fine after that. I made sure I washed off all of the paste that went onto the front of the paper or onto the ceiling and the skirting board. I was worried that it would be tricky because these walls are so wonky, but once I realised that whichever wall you then start again, you start a new plumb line, it was fine. And I think the print really helped because it was very forgiving if you had to have one that was a bit off. I can't tell you how exciting it was putting up this wallpaper. I've had vintage Laura Ashley home books in my bookcase for the longest time, and when I was waiting to buy a house I used to flick through them and think, oh, one day my house will look something like this, or you know, I just get a lot of inspiration from the vintage Laura Ashley prints and textiles, and to see it actually on the walls is just so fun to me. That day I was expecting the delivery of my bed, and it arrived and I was very excited about it, so it gave me a very good reason to get the wallpapering done as quickly as possible so I could put the bed together. Once we'd finished the wallpaper, I gave the room a little hoover, uncovered the wardrobe, and tried to push it back into place. This is the bomb site of the other room, compared to the paradise of this bedroom. Okay, let's see my woman's strength. Hi, Fluffy. Out the way, darling. Out the way, darling. Out the way. Out the way. Good girl, in your bed. Oh, it's okay. You okay, baby? You silly legs. You did the Nala stomp. That does look like the Nala stomp. It does look like the Nala stomp. But you did a flurry stomp. Hmm? Oh. Little Hoover. The wallpapering is done. I have finished the bedroom with the help of my dad. Could not have done it without him. And thank you for all of the tips from my previous video where I asked if I should do it myself or get someone else to do it. And I'm so glad I did it myself because I actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, it was surprisingly not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So that's good. Luckily we read the instructions on the wallpaper because we had to put the paste on the paper and leave it for 10 minutes to soak in before putting it on the wall. I think a lot of these modern papers you can paste the wall and then put them on, but this one was a very old wallpaper from probably the 1970s, I think. So it's kind of crazy to think that it's been in storage all those years and now it's on my walls. I finished the one behind me yesterday. They're all still drying, so they look a bit blotchy at the moment. But my bed also arrived today, which is very exciting. I have been eyeing this one up for a while. It's on the Dunelm website. I was looking at it when it was full price and then it was suddenly half price. So I thought, too good to be true, maybe. So we're gonna try putting it together and see what it looks like, but I think it's pretty perfect for this bedroom. I did want to get a bed with storage drawers underneath, but I decided that I liked this one too much and I can just put a valance on it somehow to hide underneath and put bags and boxes underneath it. And I still need to box in the wardrobe. I've got the panels of wood that I can do that with, but I'm going to let the wall dry out a bit. I've left like that much of a gap for it to dry out behind it. I didn't bother wallpapering fully behind the wardrobe because you're not going to see it. The wardrobe's going to be shoved in the corner and boxed in. So yeah, I can't quite believe that the wallpapering is done. It was just this huge thing in my head that I was worrying about, and we did it in a day and a half. I just keep looking at it and smiling. It's making me so happy. And I'm so happy with the trim colour I went for, Matchstick from Farrow & Ball. It goes really well with this wallpaper. It would have been fun to go for like a contrasting blue that would match the print, but I think I'm going to buy like a open shelving, like a vintage open shelving, or make one and paint that blue so that there's a bit of a like pickup of the blue in the room. If you're thinking about wallpapering yourself, give it a go. I've just watched loads of YouTube videos and then read the instructions on my wallpaper and it was fine. My pattern master also came in really handy for trimming the tops and the bottom of the pieces of paper, and even on the curved edges, because I have a curved ceiling at the top, I could put the curve up into the top. I was very pleased. I love it when a tool can be used over many uses. But anyway, this bed is staring at me saying, put me together. So I'm going to put it together. I don't have anyone here to help me right now, but it looks pretty straightforward. I've put a lot of IKEA things together in the past on my own, so I think we can do it. I mean, I've got Florrie here to help, but she's currently... You're not really going to help me much, are you, honey? No. Let's just give it a go. That's telepathy, that is.
Is it?
Yeah, I was thinking.
I passed that funny old crossroads. I thought, I've got to go and see Rosie.
I thought, I wonder if I could ring Mum and see what she's doing.
Oh, it's so cute.
Pause, this is it. Right, Florrie, we have a helper now. That's very helpful, isn't it? Very good. You can go and see her if you want. In these ones,
Yep.
and screw those in, and then
In the middle.
yeah, and then it's holes. The reviews said that it was so easy to put together, so it shouldn't take very long.
Good.
I love it. Now I just got to decide knobs for the wardrobes. I'm going to let the wallpaper dry. Wardrobe just needs to be pushed back and boxed in with the strips that I've got. Painted some wooden strips that can be flush against the wall. And then that'll be it. Put the handles on and the magnets to keep the doors shut. And then that's done. Finally.